appreciating that people are absolute cunts. I do always already. So, the thing is, what I'm not looking forward to when I get back from work this back next year is, you know, that workplace warm-up exercises. Because, you know, to me, they're perfect, you know, they're called icebreakers, you know, they're perfect again, because like, a bit like them, I'm in what's around the Atlantic. But, you know, sometimes it has to be one, like, use a colour to describe your personality and why. I thought, that would be brilliant, because we could use the colours, because it just sounds so depressing. And the first person, went, you know, I'm blue, I'm calm, and, you know, a presence, you know, I'm all around, I can, you know, help save the shit. It's like, don't tell me what, but everyone actually thinks you're an idiot. And then there's the other person, I'm red, I'm dynamic, and I'm strong. And you're like, no you're not, you're tall. And you're not even useful tool, you're like an adjustable spanner. You're just like the grey jumper on a winter's day. Or you're like a sport at Spotify at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Or, you know, if you look at the ditch, you go, there you are, proper morning bastard. That's how you are. But, you know, then you go further along, you know. They're panicking if you look further on. You know, the carpet's yellow, but no one knows what purple means. Does anyone know what purple means? Yeah, exactly. You know, and thinking the carpet's cerulean, you know, or the carpet lavender, and you know, the carpet's something like red, white, and blue, because before you know it, your car park's looking like a nice garage. And I don't agree that's a suitable immigration strategy. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I suppose you know after the question, what colour would I be? Do you want to know what I'd be? I'd be beige, because no one wants to talk to me about colours. And then you go further on, you know, like sometimes you know, teamwork exercises, you know, like build this tower, pasta, or use these cardboard boxes to make use of instrument, or find the most efficient way to show your hand up your arse. And, you know, you always get put with a bunch of people you never speak to again, you know, and there's always, you know, 3 different types of people. What? The ones that get horny over triangles. You know, they look down and go, yeah, that's cute. And then there's the second one, you know, there's the people who just literally do everything like, you know, if they said, you know what, go and be like photo right now, the whole lot will do it. And then there's a third group that literally can't be asked. Now, the instructor, they usually fall into that one, mainly because he's fed up with all a bunch of people who's done it that many times, but he's never come up with an idea. But I've got a free idea for it. Why don't we go watch him fuck himself? That'd be interesting. However, there is one good team activity, and that's escape rooms. Because let me tell you something, nothing brings people together like mutual competence. And then it's sexy, you know, like, we have one working, you know, it's like, oh, you know, sometimes you get clean before you start, I'm like, great, I'll go for that maths, you know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 6, something like that, you know, like 4, 3, 7, 2. So I just realised, note to self, change pin code on card. Anyway, then like third rock, you know, thinking like, pick some good clues here. And the second one, thinking like, it's going to go for a word, you know, we'll go for like a password or a code word or something like that. So that's like, do you know what I'm like? No, but I'm looking at the tip of my tongue. And I'm thinking like, you're more like tip of the tongue, more like. And the third person was asking what he was reading. Because like, I don't know, it's a magazine about something called Connie Corona. You know, I don't know what that means, but anyway, so we get further off, and, you know, like get escorts into the room, and realise we're all at the end, and we're all like in these weird handcuffs. It's like, this is the most professional organised bondage session I've ever seen in my life. But anyway, yeah, we go further on, you know, like half an hour later, we've not made any progress, and we're still handcuffed. But, you know, I'm spending the entire time just staring at this grey wall. This like hopeless, depressing void full of worthlessness, and it's evaluating every single life decision and whether any of it's worth it. It's a bit like living in Derby. I was surprised we let out a game release. Thank you for the personal applause. But yeah, so before I go, so what kind of happened is we did the room, completely failed it, but then we got out, which was the most interesting part of it. You know, the person who said they were blue can't dynamic presence, he's threatening to punch everyone. The person who says they're passionate, they enjoy the handcuffs a bit too much from my life, and I know And I just sat there and I thought to myself, look who's stage now. Thank you very much.